All right, we all know the story of Simba, right?
Of course.
Yes.
Disney classic Lion King. Now your kids can experience it in a whole new way.
The St. Louis Symphony Orchestra will be performing the Oscar-winning score live.
Sounds incredible. It's happening later in November, but this morning our Paige Holsey is getting a preview for Great Day for Kids, sponsored by the Magic House. Hi, Paige.
Yeah, good morning. It's a busy morning here at Powell Hall as the crew is setting up for this weekend's upcoming concert. But this morning, you might have noticed we added the lion ears, little fuzzy hair up here because we're talking about the Lion King live in concert. Kids are welcome to dress up, even come in costume here to the St. Louis Symphony. Right. Sam Hollister will be the conductor for that show. So tell me how it works, because it's very visual, but obviously the sound is incredible too.
Right, it's quite an operation. So when you come to see a film live with orchestra, we play the film on the big screen above the orchestra, and we have the whole sound effects, the dialogue, but we mute the music. And the orchestra plays every note of the soundtrack for the film, coordinated frame by frame with the movie. And that's quite an operation to get the orchestra to coordinate every note of the soundtrack to the film. You know, if there's an action scene and there's a crash in the orchestra, we have to get that together. So when I'm conducting, there's this screen just above the sheet music. And that screen shows me the film, and every once in a while there's a bar that moves across and hits the right side, and that coordinates to a certain moment in the score, and I know that I have to move the orchestra ahead or behind, or maybe we're right on track. So it's quite an operation, but the orchestra has so much fun playing these wonderful films that we all love.
That's fascinating to learn what happens kind of behind the curtain, but literally on stage. And the Lion King in concert, just one example of the family-friendly series that you guys have coming up. What else?
So later this season, we have 3 more films. We have Home Alone, the fantastic score by the king of film music, John Williams. Then we have The Wizard of Oz in January. And after that, a new collection of scenes from Marvel films called Infinity Saga. So that will be a collection of clips from different Marvel films. And you can imagine that's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have all the action scenes, all of those big emotional moments from the Marvel universe.
You have something special in your hand. Tell me what you have here. Explain how the Kids Club member card works.
So the Kids Club card is something that you can pick up at the box office when you come to a kids concert, and that could be a concert with live orchestra, but we have other kinds of kids concerts too. And after you've come to 3, it's a punch card, so you'll get a punch on each of the concerts that you've come to. You can bring that downstairs and you can get a prize. You can even get a ticket for a free concert to come back.
What a fantastic way with this and with the film lineup to introduce children to the symphony. Yes. Sam, thank you so much for joining us this morning. But that's not all. Stay tuned, because they also have great activity stations, educational opportunities set up when your family comes here to the St. Louis Symphony. We will show you those, and you'll meet some cute kids along the way too, a little bit later live here from Powell Hall.
You know what I really love about this?
What's that?
Is that a lot of times a soundtrack will get lost in a movie for a child because it's just part of the experience. Right. And to sort it out like this so that they can see the orchestra and realize how many people are involved in making that kind of music, it's
and
pretty
those
special.
crescendos and the
Yes.
moments when it gets quieter. It's great.
Life
All right,
changing.
Paige, we'll talk to you again in a little bit.